it working now?
It says I'm going, but don't see anything.
Let me see.
Yep, there it is. Hey,
Yep.
can you hear me?
Let me see if I can hear you on live. Yep.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, I apologize for technical difficulties for a technical dummy here. Thank you, Sarah, for getting me going here. This is our safety meeting for the week of December 22nd. We're going to talk a little bit. Well, if I can get my stuff, I'm going to give you a little year update on things, but I'm going to talk about other stuff because our year update will probably be next week, unless Sierra has some other things that she wants to talk about. I want to talk a little bit about situational awareness and what is it? Uh, check out those pictures. I got this when I got down here, and honestly, I about pooped my pants. I'm going, oh my God, nobody called me. But situational awareness, we're talking about looking, seeing what's going on around you. And what's your first thoughts, guys, when those kind of pictures come to your email going, probably like I did, going, oh Lord Almighty, what's happening here? But you know something? This driver pulled onto this location. He looked around and he sees this. We hadn't been there for a while. So he keeps looking. You can see his truck in the background. He's not on location yet. But he did find what caused that spill. This is some of the pipe underground that runs to the production tank issue. Root cause of it? Not us, thank goodness, because that's pretty bad. But he promptly reported it to the ops manager here in Texas, and he got a hold of the producer of things gone really bad on their pad. And that's the end result. But you know, you guys are out there all the time. And for the next 2 weeks, we probably will be on these locations more than the pumpers even. So keep your eyes open. Have your head on a swivel. Look around. These are those little things that make you better than the rest. And this could have been really, really bad things. But you know, we're problem solvers. We look at it and go, crud, this is a problem. So that's the situational awareness. We want to look around and we want to talk about processes and procedures. You know, every day we have processes which fall in line with situational awareness. Uh, our job, honestly, really does get mundane, but follow your processes and incidents can be stopped or very minimal. If we just look around, you know, our processes are there for a reason. And a lot of that is governed by bigger and better things, like the EPA stuff saying you have to have a way transferring hydrocarbons that if it spills, we have to minimize, we have to shut stuff down. That's why we have be by ear controls. We've had some big spills that people have been on cell phones, sitting in the truck. Now, I understand it gets really cold or really hot out there, and you think, well, it's just going to be a minute. But that's what's going to bite us right in the butt if we do those things. And I'm not saying you can't warm up, you can't cool down, but let's stop the flow of fluid, shut in all the valves so no fluid can escape anywhere, then do what you got to do and get back at it. And we've had a lot of spills lately that the root cause has either been sitting in the truck or on cell phones, and that's not acceptable. Neither of those are. And good grief, if I roll up on location to do an audit and you wave at me while you're loading and just continue to sit in the truck, that's a bad answer. Yep, that's happened. So don't let that be you. Check all your valves, everything, before you get fluid in motion. Make sure we had some early in the year that they put additional sales lines in that weren't closed, and all of a sudden we got oil going everywhere, water going everywhere. Check all that stuff. Make sure it's double checked, triple checked if you need to, and make sure you have everything you need before going out. What's our role? I don't want to get that cat jumping on my back in there, but whether you're a road driver, crude, water, shop, staff, let's follow the proper procedures and policies because these things will keep us safe. We have been trying really hard to get our DOT number back up, and I tell you what, it's working. It is working. It's because of you guys, but we can do better. Our last big spill came from trying to dome out a trailer, but this gravity was so low that you're going to be way, way, way overweight if you're going down the road. And had DOT stopped this driver, oh Lord, that's gross negligence. We cannot do that. And when you talk about these things, I hear a lot from speeding, harsh events, um, weights, you name it, that it hinders our operational ability as a driver to make money. That's not true. We can do better. We can make things great. Just follow the rule. I want to talk about a little bit of our over the road division. If you see these coming in the yard, those are our new over the road trucks. Good looking trucks. Uh, we will have more coming in. We got 3 drivers running right now, and we will have more drivers coming in next week. If you see these guys, tell them hi, welcome, because this is going to be a huge new process for us. It's going to be really good. Even the little bit we've been running right now, it's going to be very profitable for us. Um, the ability to grow is crazy. We've had a few hiccups starting this over the road division. Nothing major, growing pains really. Um, but we've had the ability to work through it easy enough. We did have a driver had to sit for a couple of days because he had to go into Colorado, and that's because of the wind and the high profile light vehicles, restrictions on 25 the other day. And he was supposed to go down there with an empty box fan, but he chose to use that stop work authority saying, no, this is not a good thing. And our customer was more than supportive of that. It wasn't a big deal. And do we want to take one of those new trucks and lay it on the side right away? No. So this is a good thing. These guys can also help the crude and water and all around our DOT number because who has the most likelihood of getting a level 1 inspection? Will be these guys. excuse, excuse me. Um, these guys will get inspected a lot. So we have to do our part to help them too because they can better our score as well as us helping them. And as I said, our DOT number is looking really good right now. So we need to help each other. Now that I'm still down here in Orla, Sal sent me his stuff for his shop moment. And he wants to talk a little bit about awareness also. And awareness is defined as knowledge and understanding that something is happening or exists to happen. That's our biggie is the exist. Um, we get so complacent in what we're doing that we just kind of turn a blind eye that this could happen. And this was caught by a driver. This is that situational awareness that they did a great job and were able to catch this because look at that tire. That axle had walked out at least 4 inches off of there, and they realized that that's not a good thing, and they took care of it properly. These are some other examples he had of things that were caught by guys doing the proper things. So we need good pre-trips, good post-trips. This one is not so very good. This is a tag tire on one of our trailers. And you guys know you have the responsibility to write this stuff up and get it into the shop for repair, because this is a out of service violation right here. That's a slick. It's 0 30 seconds. That is not that good at all. And we want to know when they're about 5 30 seconds, because we can get those recapped at half the cost, especially on for tags and trailer runouts, that kind of thing. We know our problem is Gillette or Wright and Rollins, because it's hard to get down those. But you guys should be watching. Squawk about it that to your supervisor, saying, "Hey, these are ready to go. Just don't keep cruising, because the only way I can make money is to keep running." And you run things like this. That is totally wrong, because it is a DOT violation. I've heard too many times about stuff that, this hasn't worked for 3 or 4 or 5 months. Let your supervisor know so they can communicate with the shop on things. Um, all that stuff will eventually bite us. And this one, you've been running like that. Is this situational awareness, or did it become a matter of risk normalization? That it's bad, so I've been running it, so therefore it's okay. We got to stop that kind of thing, because you guys are great. We need to be the best we can be on this kind of stuff. Other companies, I see it down here in Texas. I see it in Wyoming. When you guys got your mindset to it that you're going to do it right and proper, from driving, speed limits, harsh events, that sort of thing, I don't think anybody can hold a candle to what you guys do, because you're you do it right. So let's get back in that mind thinking a little bit here. And I got to ask you, give me about 10 minutes so I can get the little comment card for everything set up here for you guys attending today. But be aware of your surroundings. That's my safety focus phrase for today, is be aware of your surroundings. What is going on around you? That Do you want that mountain lion sneaking up behind you when you got your elk? Or do you want to be loading and going, why do I only have 45 barrels on, but it's all coming out of a valve that wasn't closed, that you didn't check? Let's think about those things. Let's do it right and proper. And if you have questions, reach out to your supervisors. They're more than happy to answer things for you. I apologize for the delay in getting this going here, but I sure appreciate your time. And you guys be safe out there. You have some great holidays, be it Texas, Wyoming, wherever we go, Minnesota. Thank you all. Have a great night.